I don't need anybody for nothing.
Hey you guys, it's your girl Candace coming back with a lit video. But first, I want you guys to like, comment, and share. And you know what you could do for your girl? Hit that notification button and subscribe. Now let's get into this video. So today, you guys, I'm gonna do story time. So for story time, I'm gonna talk about my middle school days because it was interesting. I'm gonna talk about from 6th to 8th grade, you know. So 6th grade, I started at this school called Craig. If you don't know, I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, and yeah. So 6th grade, started 6th grade, New Year. It's like I'm ready for the new year. I had my hair done and everything. I had like my little teachers that I got, so I was excited about school. And then, then Mother Nature said, "You thought, yes, a storm. What storm I'm talking about? A storm named Katrina. I don't like her. I don't think I ever looked at the name Katrina the same. Yeah. So, but the storm always passed, so nobody expected Katrina to actually make it. We thought she was gonna turn. So your girl got caught slipping. I bought 3 outfits. 3 outfits because we just knew we was going back to school. We just knew we were going back to school. Mother Nature said, "You thought." Anyway, so I did all my homework too. I did my homework. I said I'm gonna be a good student this year. I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do. I did all that. So Katrina came. Needless to say, she hit us right on. She tore us to pieces. She damaged. She did some major damage. So this perfect lit school year that started out lit, yeah, it was starting to get a little rocky. So after the storm hit, we went to this little city called Plaquemine. Plaquemine, Louisiana. Now Plaquemine, I know this is a strong word, but I hated it. I hated Plaquemine with a passion. I didn't like the city. I didn't like the little small town. I didn't like it. But we went. I didn't like the food. The food was horrible. Bland. There was no corner stores. I mean, I went from the hood to Plaquemine. Culture shock. It was a major culture shock. And the crazy part about it, I was in the same state, but it was a major culture shock. But anyway, so yeah, we went to Plaquemine and had to stay with my grandmother, step grandmother, and my grandfather. That was interesting, but that's another story. We're not here for that. So there is this school called Crescent. Again, hate is a very strong word. I know it is, but I hated it. I hated it with a passion. Did not like the school. Needless to say. Well, this was my first time being at a majority white school. I have never, ever been around white kids. Not a lot of white adults since then, around that time. So there was another culture shock. I didn't like my teachers, except for one. I liked the two, because I liked the black lady. Her name was Miss Brown, I believe. I liked her. After a while, at first I didn't like her. But she grew on me. And then there was a lady that came later who was from New Orleans, so she understood us. So I liked her too. I forgot her name. I just called her Miss. I think she taught English, one of them subjects. No, science. She social science. Look, she taught a subject. Let's just say that she taught a subject. So it was very different. So I didn't like it. I was failing because, as we all know, New Orleans school system suck. They really suck. So, needless to say, we went to a new school and found out we were not as bright as we thought. We was left behind. They were doing stuff we hadn't even thought about doing. Like, we have never done it. So it was hard. So your girl was not into that school, you know. So around January, New Orleans got back a little on track, and we left that Plaquemines to go back to New Orleans in January. I started to go to this school named Capdo. Now Capdo, whoo! I love that school. Like I love the school. I love majority of the teachers. Like that was my lit days. Like my Capdo days was litty. It was litty. It was good. So, but the 6th grade year, you know, it was okay going back. We couldn't, they didn't have any uniform for us for a minute, so we had to wear khakis and we could wear whatever shirt we wanted to. But we got there, oh my God, our principal was crazy. The man was crazy. He was a man, he was crazy. He was jumping over tables while we eating food. I was like, dude, what's your problem? Like, I'm eating here. You just gonna walk your little self on the table like your shoes wasn't on the ground. Like, you just put them on right then and there, just hopped on the table. No, sir. No, I can't eat. I want to eat. So he didn't say, many a breakfast, let's just say a man was walking on the table. But needless to say, you know, that year was good. I played flag football that year. What else did I do? My teachers was nice. Yeah, it was a very short year, you know, a not county year. So needless to say, I spent all that time in school out of New Orleans, and they didn't even take the grades. So yeah, we went to school for nothing. We went to school for babysitting services. That's what it seemed like. Okay, let's so like I say, 6th grade year was a little fast. They brought the 7th and 8th graders on this trip. I forgot where they went to, but I was so excited because that was something that they said they was gonna do every year. So, you know, I was lit. I was like, yeah, we're gonna save up our money. We're gonna go on this trip because it seems fun. Okay, so 7th grade year, I got some new teachers. I had a teacher named Miss Handy. I had a teacher named Mr. Rappo. I had a teacher named Mr. Johnson first. And then Johnson, he left. And then we got a new teacher, Mr. Duraporo. I believe it's his name. I might be butchering. And then one of my favorite teachers, Mr. Foger. He wasn't really new. I just didn't have him 6th grade. So, and then we had a new principal. Let's just call her Mrs. Principal. Because, yeah, I'm just going to get Miss Mitchell. You know what? If I'm going to say everybody else's name, I'm going to say her name. Miss Mitchell. Okay. She was New Year. So, in the start of the year, now, man, I tell you, we saved so much money to go on this trip. Because we thought we was going on this trip. But guess what? We didn't. I was so upset. My heart was hurt. Y'all, it was really, really hurt. Okay, needless to say, we had a new principal. Now, back then, your girl, you know me, I was a little what you call a test a tester. I like to test people to see how far I can push you and see if you can break. So this new principal, no different. I had to test her. I did. Yeah, I didn't like her. She didn't like. Well, I'm not gonna say I didn't like the lady. I'm just gonna say I was testing her. She didn't like me. So, yeah, every day me and the lady got in an argument. Every day. Some day I would get the last say. Some days she would get the last say. It just depended on who was, who really wanted the last word, or like who was tired. Because some days if I was tired, I didn't really feel like arguing with the lady. I'm gonna let you have that one. But when I wanted to argue, oh, she got it. She got it. Let me say it again for y'all. She got it. So anyway, back to what I was saying. 7th grade year. Miss Handy, I would like to describe her as hood bougie, meaning she's hood. She got some bougie tendency to. I love you, Miss Handy. Don't kill me. But yeah, I liked her. She was like a big sister to me. She was young. She was young. She was like in her 20s. She was young. I was a little older because I graduated 2 years late, but that's another story time for you guys. Anyway, so she was nice. She got on my nerves sometimes. She did, and I got on hers. Yeah. I wouldn't say I was popular, even though some people would sound popular. I wasn't popular. I was just well known at the school. I met my best friend Rashida. I met my other friend Noonie. Like I have a lot of my friends came from that school. So I had a good year. So 7th grade year, we went on a few field trips that I liked. We had DJs at the school. Oh my God, it was so fun. It was lit with the DJs. We had some DJs that, you know me, shake, shake, shake for your hood if it's all good. Shake, shake, shake. Yeah, I was shaking my ass. I was shaking. I was shaking. Yeah, nothing really happened. They had a few fights. I didn't have no fights. But best believe I didn't miss one. I didn't miss one. I might not have had none. But I didn't miss none. So 7th grade was fun. 7th grade was fun. It was lit. I enjoyed it. But 8th grade. 8th grade was my year. 8th grade was my year. Let me tell you that. So that principal that didn't like me. Oh, we was the best of buddies this year. So at the beginning, she was just like, look, we're not going to do this year. We're not going to go back and forth. I know you don't like me. I was like, I like you. You good. She said, what you mean you like me? What you mean you like me? All that stuff you was doing. I was like, oh, I was testing you. She grew on me. Now at first, your girl a little sneaky. I ain't gonna lie to you. Your girl be coming up with things up here. At first, when she was being nice to me, in my head, I was like, ooh, if I get her on my side, a thing that I can do, ooh, I will be untouchable. But in the end, she became more than just a principal. She was like a mother figure to me. She was like my second mom. I loved her so much. She was there for me, like when your girl was going through it. Your girl was going through it, and she was there. So I appreciated her for that. Yeah, we don't talk no more, but I can't take away what she did for me. That's another story time for you guys. 8th grade year, we got two new teachers. Yeah, we got a new English teacher. So Mr. DeRappo had disbanded, and Mr. Johnson left 7th grade year, and Mr. DeRappo came. Okay. So we had Mr. Rapper left. Mr. Duazin left. We got Mr. Elder. And my girl, is Handy left. Without telling us, she snuck off. Mr. Durazin too. But she snuck. She snuck off. She made it seem like she was coming back. She didn't come back. She left and Miss Jones came. Whoa, wait till we get to her. Had Mr. Frugal again. Mr. DeRaparo. Mr. DeRaparo was there, then left. So he stayed majority and then left. And I had somebody named Miss Keith. She was over, I don't know exactly what her job was. She taught us, I guess, leap prep and stuff like that, but I still don't know what her actual job was, because she wasn't a teacher. Yeah, Mr. Moore. We had Mr. Moore 7th grade too, but I had him a lot, 8th grade year. He was our 504 coordinator. I'm just gonna assume that because that's the only time I dealt with him. I did have 504 in school. Yeah, Miss Pie. I don't know what her job was. I didn't like her. I started off like her. I ended up not liking her. Miss Favor was our assistant principal. I did not like her, and I still don't like her. I don't like her. Then we had Miss Carr. That's my baby, right? That's my TV. That's TV. I didn't teach her. I got in a relationship with her because of Miss Mitchell. Same with Miss Expose. Even though Miss Handy knew her, I kind of say both. They both introduced me to her, and the reason why I was going, that's my other TD. Miss Howard, again, got it in a relationship with her because of Miss Mitchell. Because all these are elementary teachers. My school went from K to 8. She was not a TD. Miss Aber, I don't know what her job was at Capitol, but again, because of Miss Mitchell, I got a relationship with her. So 8th grade year, oh, was that my year? Some people said I ran the school that year. Maybe I did. I got a lot of perks out of 8th grade year. So 8th grade year started Miss Jones. When I first met her, I thought she was crazy. This lady is crazy. She told us on the first day, if you go to the bathroom, I'm getting you a certain amount of time. If you're not back, I will go in the bathrooms. Yes, I will go in the boys' bathroom too. Because I don't want to see all the things. I don't care about that. My husband is better than yours. I don't want y'all's. I'm like, where did he get this lady from? What? Oh, no. She got to go. But, and then, she grew on me, and I really, really like her. Like, she's somebody I can call today. Y'all know Mr. Frugal. That was my ace, boom, cool, but we used to rub each other. Man, I had hair, but I had little side problems. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. I had edges. I just didn't have no hair behind the edges, if you know what I mean. So he would talk about my little sides, and because he used to raise them back, he used to have these little, little bumps. So he would talk about my little sides, and I would talk about his little popcorns in the back of his head. You gonna talk about my sides, I'm gonna talk about your popcorn, baby. Two can play that game. Anyway, so your girl, yeah, that was my ace, boom, cool. My ace. That was my other ace. Miss Keith was my ace too. She was my ace until she left. She left me. She another one just disappeared and didn't tell. She came back eventually. When she came back, She was on break for a while. But when she came back, she was coming back to get her stuff. So she snuck off on me, but that was my girl too. But Miss Mitchell was my homie. That was my mommy. She was everything. If I have no money, she would slide me some on the side. If I wanted to buy a treat, she'll buy a treat. You know, it was fun. Miss Favorite, she was jealous. She was a jealous type. So she was there at Camp Dude my 6th and 7th grade year. But 6th grade year, she worked with the elementary. She was the elementary assistant principal, not middle school. So when we first started, Capital had 2 assistant principals, one for middle school, one for elementary school. So I ain't gonna say I didn't like the lady, but she wasn't somebody I was like hanging out with or anything. And that was 7th grade year still. She wasn't my favorite. She wasn't somebody I was hanging out with. But when I started getting close to the principal, 8th grade year, girl, she acting like, oh my gosh, Cannon, you breaking my heart. You know, you talking to her. And I was like, girl, I never talked to you. What you in your feelings for? Get out your feelings. It's not that deep. But anyway, 8th grade year was lit. We went to skating rings. We went to all-star games. I think 8th grade was my memory because, for one, for my 16th birthday, you know, they was doing this kaboom. So they was built a playground on birthday with the basketball players. So I guess they was discussing what they was going to do with the kids while they was doing that. And Miss Mitchell, oh, little Miss Mitchell. You know, even though we not talking, she's still my girl. You know, my girl said, ding, ding, ding. That's Candace's birthday. How about y'all go have a field trip? Ding, ding, ding. So for my birthday, Capdo took me to see the Great Debaters. It was okay. Not what I really wanted to see, but I was out of school. Then we went to the skating ring. And then that night, we went to the All-Star games. So, needless to say, I might not have no big 16th birthday party, but your girl had fun. Your girl was lit. All because of your girl, Miss Mitchell and Captain. So that was one. Oh yeah, we had a 7th grade prom that year. 7th grade year too. We have a 7th, 8th grade prom. But so 8th grade year. Okay. We went a lot of field trips. We had a lot of DJs. We had a lot. We was a party school. You know, we had DJs. We had a family ship. Like, us students used to fuss and fight a lot, but we really, really cared about each other, and we will always make up. And that was one friendship that I cherish, that I wish that could have transitioned into high school. But you know, people go their separate ways. People get shady. People get with the wrong people. People start thinking they too much, and things just happen. But you know, we had fun 8th grade year. Yeah, we had fun. 8th grade prom was lit. You know, we rode in the limousine. My boyfriend wasn't able to come that year. He came my 7th grade year, but he couldn't come 8th grade year. I had met a new sister. She was Miss Mitchell, had a daughter. They used to come all the time. I had my trouble times. I got in trouble. Let's say we had fights. I never missed a fight. We gonna have story time about the fights in a later time, but well, I'm gonna tell you about a few. So they had this fight in the bathroom. They had these 2 girls. I'm not gonna call their names. I'm gonna call them dumb number 1 and dumb number 2, because they was fighting for dumb reasons. And I don't even think they knew what they was fighting for. They was fighting for a spot in the clique that they was never gonna get into. Like They was fighting for a place. And we was in the bathroom. It was around pee time. And back then, nobody wanted to have the first lick. I'm not going to hit you first. You hit me first. You da 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 da. So, how we solved that? Somebody would put their arm in the middle of both everybody. And then you'll say something like, if your mama don't stink, hit my hand. So that would be your first lick. Baby, we was in that bathroom. We had boys in the bathroom too. Baby was in that bathroom. I'm not here first, him first. Girl, she's a rapper. It's called a Miss Rapper. She put her hand in that middle, and she said, "If your mama don't stink, hit my hand." Baby, they hit their hand. She moved out the way, and they went to rumbling. Who did they rumble? They rumbled. I mean, rumbled. I mean, breasts was exposed. Shirts was ripped. They rumbled. Now, this is where Mrs. Dummy number 1, her name started with a A. Girl, she made me mad. Nah, y'all could have just had your fight. Went on, and nobody would got in trouble. Because nobody knew we was fighting in the bathroom. But hey, I'm trying to stop the girl. Don't rag. Because if you were the one, you wouldn't be ragging. Don't rag. Dramatic, girl. Dramatic. I'm trying to stop her. I'm going upstairs with her like, no. I can't breathe. Oh my God. I can't breathe. I wanted to slap the piss out of her. What? You can't breathe. Girl acting like she had a panic attack. I can't breathe. Well, Candace, girl, they picked her up and put her on the table. Candace, go get us some water. Y'all, I didn't want to go get us no water. I really didn't. But I'm like, oh, this girl here. So, excuse me. So, I went to get us some water. I said, oh, Miss Jones want a cup of water for this girl. Hey, okay, what happened? Oh, nothing. This little incident. Secretary, Miss Baptiste. That was my girl, too. I guess she tells Miss Mitchell something going on. Now, why would you tell? You don't even know what's going on. Why are you going to tell this lady something going on? So, I gave her water. Miss Mitchell come. What happened? I'm not saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing. We had a fight in the bathroom. Me and dummy number 2, L. Who was in the bathroom? Deuces. I'm walking out. Because as soon as she said who, I walked out. They was like, I was gone. Candace. My sister, we're going to see. My friend, we're going to call her in. Well, we're going to call her in. Or in. C. D. M. Rapper girl. And L. Was in the bathroom. Now, I'm running back down because, mind you, we in PE. I went down there. I said, y'all, I tried to stop her, but Ariel, sorry, A, just went ratting on us. I mean, just went up there ratting. And they might be calling us in. soon as I said that, loudspeaker, Candace, and they was calling us by her whole name. They'll never call us by her whole name. And it's her nickname. They called her by her real name. Candace, C-N-C D-M, Miss Rapper, L, come to Miss Jones' room right now. And me in my head, if she says something bull, if she put my name in it, I'm just gonna pop her right there. She just sitting on it, I'm just gonna pop one time. So we get up there, and I'm like, yeah. She looking at me like, you knew you was in that bathroom. That's why you ran. You knew. And that's how she was looking at me. She didn't say that, but she was looking at me like, you knew you was in that bathroom. That's why you left. That's why you got gone. You left. But they just wanted us to write our statements. And said she gonna rat. In our statements, we said, what? She hit first. Yes. We lied and say she hit first. And so they both got suspended. And it was fine. So we had those. Another fight I had, we had an 8th grade. I'm going to do a story talking about that one. Because that was, oh my God, it was crazy. It was crazy. But needless to say, our 8th grade was lit. We had a DJ, you know what I'm saying? I had my little yellow dress on. I might, if I could find a picture, I might put the picture. Matter of fact, I'm going to put it at the end of the video. I'm going to find a picture. And I'm going to put it at the end of the video. Yes, I will. I'm going to put it at the end of the video. So y'all can see me in my nice little, you know, my little yellow on. I had my little wig on. You know, my little curly wig. My little curly wig. And so, no. But on the real, 8th grade, my middle school year it started off rocky, but man, did it end on rocks. It was a rocket. We soared. I love, like, if I can go back to my 8th grade year, y'all, middle school days, I will go back. Like, we had fun. We went to the LSU. We had a trip to the LSU. Like I said, we stayed in the skate rink. Dog, I know the skate rink people was tired of us. But we got to deal with y'all on a school day and on weekends. This is seemed too much. So we stayed in the skate rink. We had ice cream parties, pizza parties. Man, our Christmas parties was lit. We would order Manchu chicken. Oh, man, if you ain't from New Orleans, that Manchu's was, it was hitting. But we did Manchu chicken. And we used to have the music on deck, man. We used to Soulja Boy. How about no, that wasn't the report card song. Their report card. Put some D's on it. Just got my report card. Put some D's on it. And then we start walking out. Walk it out. And then we hit that bounce music. Bop, 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 bop. You know. We did all that. But needless to say, we had fun. And man, don't I miss those days. But mostly I miss the friendships that I built. Like I said, you know, everybody ain't meant to go in your next chapter. And it was a lot of them that wasn't meant. But, man, we had a familyhood. Like, it was more than just our teachers and us. It was a genuine family. Like, man, there was my bros and sis. Like, man, you know, now my good old buddy Mr. Frugal had gone to heaven, you know. And well, that's the end of story time. I want to thank you guys for listening and watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. You heard me? Subscribe and then hit that notification button. Now, I'm going to put that picture at the end so y'all can see. Yeah, girl, I was skinny. I ain't too skinny now, but I was skinny, girl. Your girl was Bye. And comment down below about what y'all want me to do next. Tell me, give me y'all feedback. Tell me what y'all want to hear. Let me know. Well, thank y'all. Bye.